Hi Pottery peeps! So I have a kiln opening today. I do believe it's my first kiln opening for 2024 with everything I've been going through. Things are getting better, nowhere near on the schedule that I would like it to, and been lectured many times by my physical therapist, who is amazing. I mean, I've been with him now for, I think I've spent, in the last, it'll be 2 years in March that this whole mess started with these stupid knees. And I've spent 18 months of the last 2 years in physical therapy. So I have a good relationship with him. And anyway, so back and forth, he's always trying to pull me back on doing too much. And I'm just of the, I don't know if it's the way I brought up, or just, I think it's genetics. My grandparents, you know, were part of the greatest generation and nothing stopped them. Not even a plane wreck. Many plane wrecks. My grandpa was a bush pilot. And we've been in some pretty dicey situations. One really bad, and I can't believe they survived it. He wasn't flying that one though. They hit a mountain in Kodiak Island. It was a pretty big deal. The day I gave birth to their first grandchild and my first child. So there's an amazing story out there. My mom actually wrote it based on a true story, taking the what happened in that plane wreck, and there was 5 people in it, 2 pregnant women. My grandpa pulled everybody out of a burning plane. It's just an amazing story, and amazing that my grandmother actually survived. She was in the front. She was hurt the worst. But I will put a link to my mom's book if you want to check it out. It's called The Kodiak Hero. Anyway, let's get on to, I don't know where I got off on that tangent. Mainly because I've had such a great relationship with my grandparents. And my grandmother was a writer and multi-published. She was an English teacher too, and she's got a book. She's in a book, The Last Frontier, that she wrote short stories, and they published her work. She wrote for the Alaska Journal magazine. Anyway, a little bit of family history there. So I come by the writing gene very naturally. But I've just been, you know, thinking about them a lot and how much of an impact they've made in my life, and the hard work ethic. And I definitely have that. And I am happiest when I'm busy. Tiffany that is not busy is a dangerous individual. So I need to stay busy, my own mental health. And I do believe if you're going through health issues, joint issues, pain, chronic pain, and fingers crossed that I don't end up, that we actually get somewhere with all of this, and I don't, with everything that's been done to me, that I don't end up with chronic pain in my knees the rest of my life, which is a possibility apparently. I don't like my orthopedic surgeon anymore. Anyway, I find that just unacceptable. So I'm not going down that road. So, but my point is, I am happiest when I'm busy, when I'm doing a project, when I'm making something, when I'm being creative. And that's where I really shine. And that was my examples growing up with my mom and my grandparents, both sides of my grandparents. Anyway, so it's really satisfying to open this kiln, because a lot of these things, the heart bowls are in here, the big stamped bowls that I showed you, 2 of them are in here. I don't think, no, the one that I did on the video isn't in here. And if you do want to see how I'm going to glaze that one, I will show that. Glazing, of course, is not my favorite. It's not my favorite to show either, because it's hard to film. And But if you want to see how I'm going to do that one, that's going to go in the next kiln that we're going to start loading tonight, because while I'm not producing a lot, students are. And yay for students. Anyway, so this feels like kind of a milestone for me, because I actually have a lot of stuff in this kiln, and it's you know, it's satisfying on, you know, an emotional, a physical, you know, spiritual level. So anyway, I know you would understand that. So let's go ahead and get to it, and I'll quit rambling, because that seems, should be my middle name. Anyway, let me get you over to the kiln. And this was a cone 5 firing with the slow cool program. And thank you, Lisa Finkel, for helping me out with that. And also Scott. If you have any questions about the slow cool program, call Scott. He'll walk you through it. And because I was trying to program this pretty much, I think it was just a couple of weeks out of surgery. So with the surgery and then all of the drugs and everything, and I just couldn't focus mentally. And he was able to talk me and Mickey, Nightcraft Co. Pottery, through programming this. So I have it saved. So all I have to do is hit save. So it's a cone 5, but because of the slow cool program, it's a hot cone 5. So let's see what we got. Okay, we are now at 69 degrees. All right. I was just thinking, I don't know if I'm going to remember all the glazes I use, because, you know, this probably took me over a month to glaze my things in the kiln. So we'll see. This is cream from Clayscapes, which is one of my absolute favorites. If you like glazes to run and move, and you use a lot of the fluxes and stuff that are out there, they're pretty spendy. You can buy 5 pounds of cream from Clayscapes. I think it's less than $25, and that'll make you a gallon and a half of glaze. And cream on its own is incredibly stable, but if you start layering it with stuff, you get some really cool runs. So this one is actually, I think it's fire brick over cream. If it's not fire brick over cream, no, it's got purple. Yeah, I think this is fire brick over cream. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then here's the little detail. I put yep, that's fire brick. I put the fire brick in the braid that I added on the video when I showed you how I did these. And how adorable is that? Just so stinking cute. Love that. That's a winner. All right, this one is Lavender Mist with Pearl White. Pearl White is by Spectrum. It's another great one for using as a flux. I think it's only like $13 a pint, you guys, $13, $14 if you look it up on Blick, and you can get free shipping with Blick if you order a certain amount. I might have put some winter woods on this. I know I put winter woods on some stuff in here. There's another one in here. So, but it is Lavender Mist on the base. Pearl White, definitely. But when I'm seeing stuff like this, those dark spots, either that or I got some of those dark crystals from the winter woods on this when I was glazing, which definitely can happen. But yeah, liking that too. All right, so if you watched last week's video, and I made a hand-built bowl on Sharon Hoppy's form, This is my first attempt, and in that video I talked about how I left it on too long and I had to cut it off. Wow, that I love mistakes, failures. It always gives you an opportunity to do something fun. So this is like a gravy boat, or it could be, you know, if you're making a small batch of pancakes. I actually cut it and I folded it and made something different. I think that turned out really cool. And for glazes on this, I've got seaweed over, it's one of the Amacos. It's either the deep sea or the storm, one of those. But it's kind of fitting, there's fish in there. So if you want to see how I did this, since it was a mistake, let me know in the comments and I'll do a video on it. Because I think that has possibilities for a whole bunch of different things. All right, let's get to the first bowl. So this one was in the last minute glaze. I had room for like one more big thing in here. And I was just wiped. And so I did, it's the Ultraviolet by Opulence. And I just poured it all on and just wiped off the bottoms of those feet. And then I brushed pearl white on the top, and it's probably not coming across as well on the camera. I did add a light hoping I could get rid of the yellow cast, but I'll take pictures of these after, and I always get such great natural light in the studio that it's a good place to take pictures. But you know, this, when I first looked at it when I opened the kiln, I didn't know if I liked it, but now that I'm looking at it, it's not bad. I kind of like it. All right. This one is, oh, that's pretty. This is Winterwoods is your base, and then, and I have Winterwoods in a dip, so it's a little harder to control the specks, and I'm getting down to the bottom of the bucket, so it has a lot of those dark crystals. But that's cool. This is fire brick over Winterwoods with pearl white on the rim. That is super pretty. Let me see if I can hold it. I've noticed in some of my videos, I move these too much and you don't get to really see how pretty that glaze is. But yeah, I think I have a mate in here too. That's really cool. I love how the swirl came out. So I did Winterwoods over the whole thing. And then when it dried, I did fire brick on the inside and just on the rim. And actually just literally on the rim. And then I did pearl white just on the rim. That's amazing to get that much movement in a cone 5 firing. It's the slow cool and no pinholes. So yay. All right, this is Savannah's. And this is the speckled buff. And she's doing like a hollow form. She's playing around. And this is cream with the frosted lemon by Mayco. So cream by Clayscapes first, and then the frosted lemon. And with those specks in this speckled buff by Laguna, that's cool. That's super cool. And I love the cutouts. This is also by Savannah, I think. Or is this one by Mickey? No, this is Savannah. I think it's Northern Woods is your base. And I'm not sure what she's put on the top. And I'm gonna let her, she's been going for bigger things, which is what you do when you get into pottery. Start small and then you want to go big. And I was talking to her about tangines. And I've made a couple of tangines and they're super fun and challenging and definitely something I want to make more of. And so she's made a small tangine. And then this one is one of her commissions. I love it when the students start getting commissions. This is an onion bowl, an onion keeper, I guess. And again, I'm gonna let her get the lid off. She's not glazed in between. And this is leather by Mayco. I'm not a huge fan of browns, but this leather, I've done leather on like a witch hat back in the fall. And on this speckled buff, oh, that's gorgeous. It's got a satin finish. And with an onion bowl, Savannah had to do a bunch of research because she had someone ask her to make her one. And it's kind of like a garlic keeper where it needs to breathe. And it needs to be big because onions are big. And so this is the biggest thing that she's thrown on the wheel to date. Look at her go. Woohoo! All right. Okay, this is what I was actually worried about. My oldest son, Tate, him and his wife, Nicole, recently moved into a new house. And this is a housewarming gift. And I'm going to go and see their new house this afternoon. And I was hoping this turned out. So my son Tate is an avid outdoorsman, fisherman, hunter, you name it. Anything outside. When he was a kid, couldn't keep him dressed. He was always naked and he was always shedding his clothes and he couldn't keep him inside. So this is I did this one. I didn't do it on camera. But I've got a whole bunch of different textures in here. And this is and of course, here it is a gift. And what do? I try a glaze out that I've never tried. This is Scandinavian Blue by Spectrum. And this is a beautiful blue. Monique in Bonaire, I'll link her channel and I'll link Lisa's too. Lisa does amazing kiln openings. Monique uses this one a lot. And so when I was buying glazes, because the one thing I've been able to do for the last several months of recuperating is shop. And so you ought to see the glazes that I've got that I need to mix up. I've got boxes. I shouldn't have to buy another glaze for years. Anyway, but I got a pint of this Scandinavian Blue and I love it. And this is on the speckled buff. And then on the front, I did 2 coats of the Scandinavian Blue. And then I did random coats of Seaweed by Mayco. And then I just covered the whole, excuse me. I just covered the whole thing, the whole front with pearl white. And so I got fish running through it. I got a whole bunch of nautical type texture. This is some of the MKM rollers that I got for Christmas, and I finally was able to use them. I did lose my braid, but then you put 2 coats of Scandinavian Blue, a coat of Seaweed, and a coat of pearl white. I kind of expected that. But anyway, hopefully they'll like it. Okay, for some reason my video stopped. So I don't know where I dropped off. I won't know until I edit this. Okay, so crawling. Usually when this happens, it's my own fault because I'm impatient and I don't take time. So if you're going to layer glazes, it will really benefit you. If you do your base glaze one day, let them dry overnight, then add whatever color you're going to add onto it. This is actually covered, so it did get a coating. I'm not feeling the clay, but it could be prettier, right? So since I got to refire that other one, I'll probably add another color just to give it some more dimension. And fire it again. Okay, oh, I got some running here. God, I love these adventure shells. So this is the crystals from the winter wood, so I'll have to grind that off. But this is just like that other one. Where's that other one? the winter woods. Oh, that's just pretty. Winter woods as your base, fire brick from Amaco, and then pearl white on the rim. That is a winner. And then this one, yep, I had to have had some winter woods on this one. So the base is lavender mist, and then probably winter woods and then pearl white. But that's a cute little set too. And they can be sold separately or together. So I love these little heart bowls, and I'm good on heart bowls for a while. Maybe. Okay, these are Savannah's bowls. Oh, that's gorgeous. Savannah, and she just dipped these in Tim Stark Celadon by Clayscapes. Oh, aren't those pretty? I love this glaze. Look at that, where you can see throwing lines. I really love seeing the hand of the potter, finger marks of the potter, and Celadons do such a great job of showing that off. So all of these are hers. Oh, gorgeous. Savannah, so proud. Ooh, I like the little drip. She's gonna be so happy, so happy. They all are just gorgeous. This is on BMX. God, isn't that pretty? Just pretty. That's a huge success. I get such a kick out of my students and how they progress and become successful, and I'm just a proud mama. All right. Oh, this is fun. Is this Savannah's? I love all of the painting on this. Both Savannah and Caroline are heavy into anime. And some of the stuff they talk about, I'm clueless. But boy, are they funny when they're glazing. So that's cool. Very cool. And this is Caroline's. And I'm not sure what glaze she's used on this. And this is Caroline's. I love her little creatures. And she's been doing a lot of these cat paw bases. That's cute. She's got some more over there to put in here. And another one of little Caroline's creatures. One of her ginkgo leaves. She's one to forage and she shows up with a bunch of leaves and just starts going to town and pressing them into the pottery. All right. Ooh. I guess you forgot to wipe her bottom. Oh boy. Well, my little Dremel hopefully will clean that off. And this one is cream. This is cream with Autumn Purple by Spectrum. That's what this is. Yep, because I knew I had one in here. That is pretty. And boy, did that run. But wow, look at that color in those runs. And not a pinhole in the bunch of this firing. None of them. Yay! All right, and this is, I made a either syrup pourer, creamer, or it could be even a mug when I was doing the heart bowls. And this one is the Winter Woods as your base. And I don't think I put winter woods on the inside. I think I only took winter woods to here and then covered it with the fire brick. And then did pearl white on the rim. I think that's going to be a staple, a staple glaze. I'm really happy with that. All right. Okay, you'll have to let me know what your favorite thing, well, I think my favorite thing, let me go get it. Okay, big surprise. This is my favorite thing. Mainly because it's so big. I'm not sure how big, but I think it's at least 18 inches wide. And this will be cool for them to put on a coffee table or put on their counter, and I don't know, or an entryway table, throw their keys in it or put fruit in it. Who knows? It's just a display bowl. And I'm thrilled because it worked. Especially when I was using glazes, I hadn't used this Scandinavian Blue by Spectrum before. Huge fan. Thank you, Monique. And it turned out. And I get to go deliver it and see their new house. I have seen the house. I saw it the day they moved into it, but you know, that's in the chaos and moving and so forth. I've given them time to get it set up and to actually move in, and so I'm anxious to see what they've done. So I will go ahead and take pictures of these, and just out of curiosity, let me know what your favorite combo was or what your favorite piece was. This was a serious successful firing. I only have one thing to reglaze and my boo-boo to clean up. There's always cleanup. You're not done when you unload the kiln. You think you are, but you're not. And so you need to clean those bottoms off, sand them off. And I try to do that on the days that I unload the kiln. That way they can go right into the store or go right out the door. You know, they're done. I don't have to go through and check my bottoms when I'm having a sale. I do it. This is all part of the kiln opening, is making sure all my bottoms are smooth and so forth. So I get to do that today too. So anyway, I will catch you in the next video. Let me know if you want to see how I'm going to glaze the one I actually made in the tutorial. And I have no idea what I'm doing from one day to the next. No idea. So thanks for showing up, and leave a comment and like, subscribe if you haven't yet. And we'll get this up today. Hopefully I'll make Saturday and it won't be on Sunday like last week. And go get muddy for me. I still not quite getting muddy, but this week things have got to change. I got a wedding and an urn to make. So we will see you in the next one.